Genitals.
And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to Raging Rolls. So good to have you all with us again this evening. We have Maddie joining us at a clutch appearance, just quickly sliding into the chat.
Nice.
A pleasure to be here tonight.
I didn't forget.
Sure. We all believe you. It's all good. This was the cat that we were herding, by the way, for any of you interested. Yes, we have found our way live again today, and we have an exciting show, finding out the fate of the second Finry, and hopefully some interesting times in the Feywild. Before we jump in, though, a couple of quick announcements. With the 2 public holidays coming in the next 2 Mondays, we will be taking the break that those days afford us. So we may be on for something a bit more casual, either Monday coming or then Monday after, but we're not confirmed yet. So look to socials if you're keen to jump on to some holiday shenanigans. Otherwise, Dan, I hear there's still time to help out some children in need.
That's right. Till the 20th of April, we are still raising money for Starlight Children's Foundation. I can hear my own echo through someone's computer. I don't know.
There's no technical difficulties, though.
There's no technical difficulties.
This
was promised. But yeah, so that's still running. Currently sitting at 110. Altogether, the community has raised over $51,000 for the stream raises for Starlight Children's Foundation. So let's keep up the good work. Donate if you can. If not, please do share it, and let's raise some money for some sick children. Back to whoever's doing something next.
I think that's we gave the big giveaway last week. So congrats to Kronos again for winning that one. I hope the dice bags and the rolling table and the awesome t-shirt are all looking good and on the way to you.
Anything else shipped.
Before we...
I shipped it. I did it.
Hell yeah. You might have forgotten the session, but you didn't forget to ship it. I think that's the win.
Holidays. I went and I took the kids for eye tests, and as soon as anything disrupts my routine, I just...
Totally understandable.
I think we're all creatures of habit. But, Jez, anything else, or we'll jump into the intro?
Just that we have another giveaway coming up into this month, or another fantastic t-shirt from Aeon Craft. Details on which we're deciding between 2 different shirts at the moment. Find out which 2 they are on our Discord. Let us know which we should give away, and that'll be coming up towards the end of the month. Stay tuned.
So keen. Kronos is going to be decked out by the end of all these giveaways. No. Fair chance for everybody. Let's make sure we have a lot of people in there so that when Kronos wins, it'll be a luckier and luckier D20 roll on that nat 20 each time. So yes, thank you all so much, and let's jump into the intro so we can jump into the episode. And we're back. We're discussing the next giveaway. Lots of teeth that go missing in fights and all sorts of things.
I just thought of something. I'm gonna stick it in the Discord a little bit later. It's a meme that's really creepy.
No.
Okay.
It's got to be pretty close to as creepy as the wisdom teeth dice that I'll be making with my actual wisdom teeth.
Oh
So,
my god.
we'll
So
see how
good.
those all roll out in the end.
Now I've just got to go find it. Jesus Christ.
Welcome back all again at the top of the day. What an exciting end to last episode. Dan, where was Finry Flathop?
In a bad place.
There were no sheep involved, as that might have inclined. But
That was me.
tell
That
us
was just
what led him to his predicament.
He's being a wascally wabbit.
Yeah, there was no sheep involved. I was just being sheepish with my answer. I was.
Doodum.
Yeah, it fell
That was a
flat.
bad
Just
joke.
It fell flat, just like Flat Hop's about to. Finry decided it would be a good idea to try to steal the magical scarf off of Agdon Longscarf and decided just before he was about to steal it that he should also kill him as well because he was a shitty boyfriend. So that didn't go well.
The channel does not encourage domestic violence, just to be very clear. No matter how shitty your boyfriend or girlfriend is, don't try to kill them. That's a D&D thing.
No, don't do that.
It's a D&D no for sure.
Definitely don't do that. When then we saw the power of our channel points in action when the DM rolled a 30 with the extra destined to succeed, and Finley wasn't in the best place.
Indeed.
You used those points to send a message there, didn't you?
I mean, sometimes you've got to use them, and when fate so beautifully hands you an opportunity, it would be a shame not to go after it. So yeah, a good shout out to that. Thank you, Inflatable Cat, for using your points the only way that you should, by giving the DM a blessing. I believe I also have another major and minor blessing to use tonight. So expect things to continue in an interesting direction as you all begin to influence where our adventure in the Feywild is going. The rest of the party, though, they found themselves coming through a mist. A thick fog hung heavy in the air, obscuring the area as they went through a riverway. As they went in closer and closer, they heard croaking voices penetrate the fog. Sorry. That's a bit of foreshadowing there. Through which dark shapes appeared, resulting in 2 rowboats manning of the oars by rows of bullywugs. So we've got frogs and we've got rabbits as tonight's starting off point. But I think it's important that before we continue, we find out the fate of this particular Finry, not to be confused with the one-shot Fate of the Finrys, the multiverse special. You can find that in the backlogs for our channel. So, Finry Flathop. As you wake up, a headache pounding behind your eyes, hurting all the way through your inner ear, up your long rabbit ears. You feel the cold of metal against your freshly branded ass. The pain now spreading from both your head as well as your tush. As you look down and realize that you are dangling from a cell above the branches of the giant tree, the base of which now is the headquarters of your ex-lover. You look around to the sides and realize that on all sides you are trapped by iron. As you hang there dangling, the breeze now brushing through your hair-like hair. As the party of bandits sits around the place, drinking, laughing, and general merriment, as they always do. And you see Agdon sitting there, a quiet demeanor having overcome him. As he looks to the bottom of his cup, seemingly lost within its depth. The wind gusts a little bit more strongly as you sway to the side, and you find yourself grabbing onto the bars to hold yourself upwards. you see Agdon look towards you. The playfulness, the cheerfulness of his previous encounter seemingly gone, as he now looks to you only as a puzzle to solve. What to do with the rabbit that wants him dead. What do you do?
Is there any way I could use like a rabbit claw or something to try to pick the lock to try to get out of this predicament?
I would argue that this is probably the most rabbit-proof lock in the Feywild, given who its perpetrator is.
Okay.
You could give it a well, though. I would never say.
Yeah, Yeah, do I have? I don't have my stuff with me.
You absolutely do not.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a whirl.
All right.
See how
go
it
ahead
goes.
and make a what is it? Sleight of hand check with disadvantage. What's your lock skill?
Thieves tools check.
You do not have thieves tools.
Oh, this is not.
You would have
true.
proficiency with thieves tools.
All right, here they come.
These
here
are.
they come.
This is a very unmodified roll.
Okay, so I rolled 2 15s with disadvantage.
It's not bad. Unfortunately, though, 15. Jesus.
Skill check of
I have a
62 was needed.
Yeah, I would have probably given it to you on a 18 or a 19, but 15 is just a bit above average. But this needs to be a very good skill check.
Cool. I'll kind of slump back in the cage, look down at him, and I'll be like, "Are you just gonna keep me in here?"
You hear the sound of the wooden legs of the chair. As he pushes it back, the chair falls backwards with a loud thud. The rabbits around you begin to quiet. The Harrigan look towards their chief as he walks towards you, an anger in his eyes that you have not fully seen before now.
As he approaches, I'll look him dead in the eyes and I'll say, "If you strike me down, I'll come back even more annoying than ever."
Just trying to find the voice again of this particular character.
You should have watched last week's episode.
Yeah, I it'll probably just modify it slightly as I progress through the channels. Well, that's not it.
No, it was sleazy southerner.
More south.
And I know it's sleazy southern, but now I'm trying to remember what that is like. Hey there, pretty thing. No, is that it?
That's almost.
A lot more sleazy.
Looky
Like,
here.
uh,
Oh
the-
yeah, there
There
it
we
is.
go. There it is.
I think
Sliding
we
into
found
third base
ourselves
there.
a voice. Finry. You were my favorite of my lovers. Your betrayal, a pain that strikes deep into my leaping, thudding heart. I looked forward to the day that I would once again brand your ass. But you have taken that joy away from me. Now I've done it out of spite. What do you have to say for yourself?
I wanted the scarf and realized that, hey, if I get the scarf, maybe I become the leader then, and then you listen to me.
Well, looky here. That's not the way this here party works, is it, boys? Yes, sir? Yeah.
Real convincing, guys. Real convincing.
Thanks, Alfred. I'm gonna have to trade all y'all up in that. That's pretty disappointing. I'm looking more for a raucous yell than a timid little yip, but one way or another we'll intimidate these folks here to give them all our possessions. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. You know, murder is pretty darn unkind, right?
I would definitely say that. You know, it can be. It depends who it is that's being murdered.
I would always have said that I'm a giving lover. Would you not have agreed with that?
Yeah, I've had better.
Make a deception check.
What do you mean deception?
That's the call of the series. Make a deception check.
That's another 15.
You and I both know that what we had was something else. Don't you come bad-mouthing what was perfect. I knew you weren't happy with me and the boys, but I didn't expect it to turn around quite like this in the end. I've half a mind to kill you right where you stand.
Well, you just said that murder isn't a nice thing.
Hey, but you know how the Feywild operates, don't you? Give and ye shall receive. I shall give you something of equal or greater value. You tried to kill me, and I'll succeed at it.
You'll think you'll succeed, and then I'll be back.
More annoying than ever, is it?
Exactly.
Something tells me that a lifetime of you haunting me ain't the worst thing in the world.
I know, but I'll be super annoying. Like, really annoying. You have no idea. I'll just, like, sit there behind you and just, like, flick your ear, and you'll turn around and there'll be nothing there. It'll just be me. Just ghosting all up in your business.
Alright, well, you've always been a smart mouth. I'll give you a chance. Killing you would be easy. And quite satisfying. But if you can convince me that letting you live will be more profitable, I'll look to see if I can't make a bit of a trade there on the Feywild Exchange.
Well, it just so happens I'm currently on a quest to get 3 very rare ingredients.
Mm-hmm. I've had your cooking, Finry. What's so special about these ingredients?
Well, first off, there's the rainbow mushroom. Said to be one of the best tasting mushrooms in existence. This ain't no truffle. This is like a truffle times 100.
That's one heady shroom by the sounds of things.
Truly. Then there is the holy spud, said to have been blessed by the elven goddess Corellian herself.
No. And this bud, what is it like?
Good potato.
It's potato.
It's good potato. You
Right,
can do
but
a lot
like-
of things.
It's got to be better than just a potato, surely, if the elven goddess
Oh.
is blasted.
Oh, this is not the best part. The last ingredient is the beef of Wagyu, said to come from a rejuvenating cow. You cut
Ooh.
a slice off it and it grows back.
You're telling me that you could have infinite steaks?
Infinite Wagyu steaks. Perfectly marbled.
Now, what sort of rating are we talking about here? Like,
Oh, this is better than any Michelin restaurant you've ever heard of.
Michelin's a pretty good chef, but I reckon make a deception check. I don't think you're necessarily lying. I want you to make, you're trying to convince him. The
Persuasion?
That's the word. It's been a long day. We're gonna get the words out. It'll just take a second.
Oh, it's a 13. Shit.
Hey,
Okay.
you ruined your 15.
Listen, I already have the ability to get all the steaks I really want. I really think that if all you got to offer is a potato, some beef, and a mushroom, regardless of how good the mushroom is, it's just not really moving the needle for me, you understand?
Yes, but when you put all 3 of them together in a dish, And you like your... How do you like your steak again?
You take a guess there. Tell me how good you remember my preferences.
Well, based on your personality, like I want to give you the benefit of the doubt and say medium rare, but I don't know. You just seem like a well done type of guy, and I don't know if I really want to do that, but I will do it if in exchange. But you put all these ingredients together, and some say it will be like looking upon the face of God.
You've got me intrigued, Finry Flathub. You've got me extremely intrigued. Listen, this will be how this goes, all right? If I offer you your freedom, that is a gift, immeasurable. Do you understand that?
I do.
I expect, in return, to see God themselves smiling upon me as I sip down whatever concoction you create with that there beautiful trio of ingredients. Do you accept?
I do.
And when you return, you shall dine with me. You shall share in the meal. And you and I shall gaze longingly to each other's eyes.
You're adding a lot of caveats to this that I'm not entirely comfortable with.
Right? It's offers on the table. And he sort of begins to turn around like he's walking away from a deal.
How long do I have to decide?
Oh, you have until you kick the old bucket there, my old friend. You smell like a beautiful stew begin to like be cooked out, not quite as good as you would have made it, but like definitely like starting to like follow you into your cage. This here is just for free, Harrigan. You understand?
Oh, that's right. I've gone without food before.
No, we
I
do.
will.
But how long there, my Finry friend? How long?
You'd be surprised. What I will do, just to decide what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll a d20 because I literally can't decide. It's like, do I swallow my pride and take the offer, or do I hold out?
Up to you.
His hacks are back on again.
What does a 15 mean?
Yeah, another 15. Yeah, he'll hold out. He'll hold out for a bit.
How long do you think Finry would hold out for?
No food.
Only the moisture of the fog in the air.
You suck on the bars.
Well, like you'll never run out of iron, which is good at least.
This is true. Okay, so probably less than that.
82 days.
Yeah, I'm like, no, definitely not 82 days. I reckon that could last about a week.
A week. Awesome. So with that in mind, for today's session, I think you'll be playing a bullywog. As you continue to hold out against these ones. Actually, I know exactly who to get you to play.
Sweet.
Okay, let me quickly grab that one for you. Where is this person? I'll bring you in when they come in. I'll let you know what they are. We like to keep people guessing in this particular game. So the rest of the party, as your little skip ship begins to float within the bounds of Downfall, you see again those figures emerging in the sort of smoke and the mist, and you get you see 4 bullywugs enjoying a boat ride on the lake. They seem to be dressing soiled garb and in a croaking Sylvan. Does anybody know Sylvan?
Ooh, I think I do actually. Let's see.
Finding
Where am I
languages
like?
in this
Yeah,
is
I
a bit
do.
difficult.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nice to have a local here. Welcome to Downfall, travelers.
Good evening, sirs or ma'ams.
It is not often that we get guests to Downfall. Welcome to the Soggy Court.
Your reception is most gracious indeed.
It is a
Nice
pleasure.
to meet you.
No, indeed, and it is a pleasure for us to know you as well. My name is Bluff, and I am the Count of Bogbottom. A pleasure.
Certainly, I am Wobbit, and these, and I kind of gesture around to the boat of my companions, have called themselves the Cows.
I have heard rumors of these beautiful beasts of burden rummaging their way through the swampland. It is a pleasure.
Rafe steps forward, and with a flourish, also in Sylvan, apparently, goes, "The cows are at your service."
It is a pleasure to have you. And indeed, that pleasure has been extended most graciously by our king himself. King Gullup the 19th would be honored to make your acquaintance, if you would be so kind as to join me in ferrying back to the docks.
What are they saying?
Let's follow them.
Oh, okay.
Go
They're
meet the
not
king.
They have really
Let's
weird
quickly
names.
see if we can't bring up a map of the area.
I should add, my Sylvan is very broken.
Hell yeah.
So it's a little bit hard. Somebody calls themselves Frog Bottom.
Are we expecting Finry to turn up at some point and continue to show us the right way to go here?
I was hoping no one would mention it.
What do you mean no one will mention it?
We really need him? We seem to have a guide here with us now, right? With Warbit.
That's very true.
You
I
can
mean-
get us to Downfall?
Two could be better.
Doesn't he normally stick with you guys?
Well, usually, but this is the first time he's ever really done a
Really?
Finry.
Really only known him for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
He's
And
not
I-
the first Finry
I
to
turn-
abandon us, though.
I turn to Bluff, and I say, "We were traveling with a small rabbit folk.
Oh, indeed.
Harrigan. His name's Finry. He has been waylaid.
Finry.
If he happens to come past here, you can let him know that the cows are passing through."
I will indeed.
And tell him to move it.
You can know that the Count of Bogbottom always goes by his word.
I don't really feel comfortable leaving one of our own behind. I don't know him, and I don't know you guys, but I kind of feel like we should all stick together.
Hmm.
Tend to feel a little bit the same. Like this is, I feel torn right now. It seems like our quest is but before us, but half of us are left behind, or is nowhere to be found. I mean, maybe, perhaps Flint is already ahead.
People have been going missing.
Finry, sorry.
What do you suggest we go back and search for him? How long do you think that would take if we even find him?
We don't even know where he is.
Exactly.
Or
Do
he's
you
not
know-
alive.
Probably take a guess where he is, but
Roughly how long has passed?
I'd say that you guys are probably traveling for an hour, sort of as you were sort of hoping that Finnery would just pop out. You know, he's always going invisible and stuff, like hiding, but he just didn't.
I want to try something here. I want to just try to get into his mind. Let's see if I can tap into his mind and speak to Finry. Now, I know you said we've been traveling for an hour. It's going to be a long way away, but I'm going to give it a shot.
You would have probably you would have if you didn't see him coming. Your character's quite intelligent. Would have tried to communicate with him while you were still, quote unquote, in range. If you could have done that, right?
Yes, I did think about it.
So, for the sake of that, I will allow this communication to work as if you had the range.
Ooh.
I'm going to reach out and Finry, it's Hector. Can you hear me at all?
Finry, in your current state, the food, the smell of it wafting over you, and the cold of the steel and the pain of the ass, you feel in your delirium a voice pierce through the fog as you hear Hector speaking to you.
God, is that you?
No,
Is it my time?
Finry, it's Hector. I'm talking to you through your mind. We've lost you.
Hector.
Where are you?
Oh yeah, I'm just hanging around.
Just hanging around where? We've left the place and you are not with it. Where are you? We thought you were ahead.
I in a tree. I'm in a tree. Agdon's here. He's a bit upset with me. Just so that the DM knows as well, because I'm delirious, I don't realise that I can just speak in my head. I am saying everything out loud.
Well, what are you mumbling about over there, Finry?
I'm just talking to the voice in my head.
I knew you were crazy, but damn.
Hey, yeah. Yes, sorry, what was that?
It can end at any point. You just say the word, make the vow, and your freedom is assured.
You're gonna kill them all? Why would you? I wouldn't do that. That's a bit of overkill. Like, I mean, they deserve it and stuff, but I don't know if you should really go that far.
As you keep talking, he's like, "Can you please just shut your mouth if you're not going to be talking about any promises of delicious meals?"
Oh my god. Finry, what are you talking about?
No, really? Oh, that's disgusting. I can't believe someone would come up with that. That's horrifying.
That's it. He goes over to the chain that's holding the prison over the side, and he like loosens the lever so that the whole prison just begins to lurch and drop. Make a con save.
Constitution. Watch me roll super low again.
This made it so much more.
15! That's another 15!
You're just the only roll that can make tonight is 15.
I swear.
Your stomach immediately just lurches. The only reason that you don't have anything to like go is you don't have anything in your stomach. As boom, you drop, and he pulls up the cable, and you sort of hold onto the bars, and you hear the crank of the handle begin to wind again as you slowly begin to rise. I said, be quiet.
Hector, I think I gotta be really quiet.
Are you whispering right now?
No. It's just, my stomach.
Exactly. You want more than that? I can give you more than that.
No, it's fine. I kind of just.
He goes and he begins to slowly turn around again to go sit down, just glancing back at you every once in a while.
The evil eye.
Just think, yes or no. Do you need us to come and get you? Think it. Don't speak it, but actually do speak it.
All you get back is, what?
Oh my god, this rabbit is infuriating. Do you need us to come and save your, sounds like, in trouble state? Yes or no?
should be fine. I mean, I'm just trapped in a cage. Agdon's got me in a cage. But I kind of brought it on myself. But I reckon I can get out of this.
Okay, fine. We'll catch up with you later. That's all I need to know.
Hello.
Look,
Hello.
I turned everyone else again.
Hello.
Look, it sounds like whatever Finry and Agdon had gone on in the past, they're back into that weird shit again. He told us to just move on and he'll catch up.
He sounds alright then.
Nice.
I think we should leave it.
Shall we head towards the docks then?
I think those froggy things, whatever they are, talking to us again.
Well,
Floff, if
Yes,
you do
fine.
recall Bluff. That's me.
yes, sir. Lead the way.
Oh, indeed. Well, what I'll do is I will guide you towards this map that I have procured for you. And he shows you the picture that was just on stream a moment ago. The map of Downfall. And he points out an area on the map itself, which is, if I just pick it up, I don't think I have a picture of it, unfortunately. Downfall. Oh, maybe I do. Oh, I do. That's the map. That looks good. View scene. Oh, we're in for a treat. Here it is. Activate. The joy of pre-purchase modules. This is the map of Downfall, and your players. This is probably invisible to all of you, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do not own a token in this scene.
You also have no lighting, which is more problematic, I think. Boom.
There we go.
Boom.
Boom.
And you should all be able to add them, your characters as well.
Where to?
You guys are in here, not Finry. That's the only wrong person to drag out. Why are you so small? Oh, this map is completely not to scale, but that's fine. It's probably okay.
Got 2 Wraiths.
Yeah, I dragged one of you out. And we got Warbit. We've got Norea. We got Malchus. We've got Hector. We've got not Gwendolyn. We got Flint.
Yeah.
I think that's the crew. So you're all in your little boat there, as they come towards you, and as they guide you, they're still sort of floating around a little bit on the space. They point out that where they want you to go is towards the dock, around the corner, in this space here. This is sort of the docks up here where these boats are currently parked. So they say if you go there, you'll guide your way, firstly to the docks itself, and then you'll want to make your way across the stepping stones. You'll see them there just to the west of the dock building. They look like stepping stones upon the water. And then as you walk through them, you'll go through the balloon factory, which you'll notice just to the north of the stepping stones. It is the building that looks like an upside down Mickey the Mouse head, a close friend of mine in the village. And once you find your way there, you'll want to go across the bridge of Chattering Heads, the one leading east. And if you make your way properly at that point, you'll find Gollop holding his court in the court space there, just beyond it. You'll see sort of a circle of pillars, and that's where he holds his court. Shall I repeat any of the instructions, or is that adequate?
Seemed pretty straightforward.
Head to docks, across the stepping stones, through the balloon factory, across bridge of Chattering Heads. Find Gollop.
Look at this. For a man with whiskers, you sure do have a hell of a memory. Just don't flaunt it too heavily in front of the goldfish folk. They do so have a little bit of a hard time with that. Farewell, welcome, and I do hope that His Royal Majesty welcomes you anew.
Do we still have the map in front of us? I mean,
You
I know we do
So
on
that
screen.
It was given to you as you entered the township.
So I'm just noticing the cauldron with legs motif in the bottom right, and I'm trying to remember what that's all about. But I remember it's a thing.
I think that one's just funsies.
Oh no, something Hourglass Coven set forth the Eaglewiv cauldron.
Eaglewolf's cauldron.
Is that the cauldron?
It could be a representation of Eaglewolves.
Okay.
I'd say it's probably the closest thing we have. But something you'll find out is Eaglewolf's cauldron actually is able to shapeshift. So who knows what Eaglewolf's cauldron actually looks like.
I turn to Warbit and Rafe and say, what are we doing? I have no idea what you guys just spoke about.
He gave us directions.
Okay. Where are we going? Lead the way.
You'll have to lead the way, Rafe. I was zoned out and wasn't paying attention.
Believe that.
So we will head to the docks.
So as you head to the docks, you see looming above a ramshackle wooden pier is a balloon anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts, driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expands and sags at irregular intervals as swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in its patchwork fabric. A bullywug stands near the top of a ladder and is using a long silver needle and a spool of catgut to sew up one of the openings. A second bullywug stands at the foot of the ladder to steady it. Huddled nearby are 3 giant frogs whose long tongues snap up passing insects.
Interesting.
This is the right way, Rafe. Do we think that Finry will find us? Ah, fuck it.
You guys are like here right now, I'd say.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
This
is the
thing
right
is
way
the
as,
big balloon, this one here.
as described.
Something you don't see every day.
No.
You hear one of the frogs go, ribbit, as it starts eyeing you, its tongue just licking a bit out of its mouth.
I wonder. Can I have a quick suss out if I could? Do I think I'll be able to use this thing to navigate around and fly?
The balloon, in its current state, no, quite damaged. But the mechanics seem quite rudimentary. As long as you don't crash prior to sort of figuring how to pull and push the levers, you probably make a good go of it.
And how damaged is it?
Currently, the only description is that the vehicle is operational, albeit damaged.
Okay.
It
So it
looks
is
like a small hit of a weapon from any one of you could take this thing down permanently.
Right.
So it is vehicular in nature, not
Yes.
collecting resources kind of thing.
No, it definitely is. You can see the basket beneath it as it floats in the waters.
Does it look anything like Sir Talaver's?
I would say it is probably quite similar to Sir Talaver's balloon.
This. I just turned to everyone else. It's like, should we need to get out of here and perhaps cover ground quickly? I think we may be able to commandeer this, perhaps. I say quietly so that the bullywugs fixing the thing don't hear me.
One of them is staring right at you. It seems to be his job with the big frogs to watch for any prying individuals.
I say in broken Sylvan, top of the morning to you.
You see the bullywug look towards you. Ribbit, you should probably see the king.
That's
Are we getting like a
exactly
weird
where we're
vibe?
heading.
Do we like trust these frogs? So they're looking at us like with intent, or
You can't tell me that you'd ever think Bluff would betray you.
yeah, right, true.
Bluff,
Like a
Count of
minion.
Bogbottom, surely is just a man of honor.
Let's,
I mean, he gave us a map.
Never know.
companion was just admiring your handiwork. It's a fine. Very interesting, very different to what he's used to.
Move along now.
Nothing to see here.
I keep shuffling towards the stepping stones.
I don't think he likes you.
I might fall back a bit. I want to get Harm's opinion on something.
I look offended and adjust.
He seems a little bit too quiet back there.
As the rest of you approach the boulders, I will jump back to you guys in a second. You see a row of boulders spaced 2 feet apart breach the surface of the lake to form a walking path across a 40-foot wide waterway. As you all sort of begin to make your way across, behind the rear of the party, Flint and Harm, the two of you find a moment as you bring up the rear of the party.
Hey, Harm. What do you think about this whole Finry thing? I'm a bit confused about it. What's your take?
Sounds a lot like he's abandoned us. Seems to be a trait of these Finrys.
It must be a Finry thing.
Must be. Look, I made the mistake of trusting one Finry. I almost made the second mistake of trusting a second Finry. I'm very unlikely to trust a third. In fact, I don't know if I trust either of them yet.
A third? You really think there'd be a third? I think 2's enough.
I think this world and this universe plays cruel tricks on us. If there's 2, I'm sure there's 10. They're bunnies and who knows what else.
Hey, you got a point there. Oh, I thought I might just have a chat, get your opinion. You seemed a bit quiet. You sure you're doing okay, buddy?
I'm alright, Toad. I was getting over the abandonment of our Finry, and this Finry had eased over some of those wounds. I didn't like him, but
it seemed to have resurfaced.
Well, when he took the exact same action to abandon us, it's hard not to have him resurface. Our Finry was the first person I truly started to trust or have some sort of feeling of emotional bond towards before he abandoned us.
Yeah.
He was asking big things of me, and it's been a long time since anyone had done that, and yet the moment he reached out to me and told me that he would was interested or cared for me, he ran away.
Poof, like a cloud of smoke.
It's not easily forgiven. He was trying to get me to look at the world outside of Anubis, and yet, the moment I did that, he showed me what the world outside of Anubis truly is. I'm constantly just talking to Anubis now and trying to understand, because the things outside of Anubis I thought could have been amazing are in fact horrible.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, I think the party's getting a little bit ahead of us. Maybe we should pick up the pace.
Let's.
Can I sense check that these rocks are actually rocks? Whether it means picking up some pebbles and skipping some stones into them? We'll see if anything reacts or moves.
That's right, you got cat reflexes, so we'll be...
Yeah.
Sure. So, how are you trying to? Are you just trying to hit all of them over time, or what's your strategy?
Yeah. Or some of the larger ones. Just make sure that they are.
Go ahead and make just an attack roll with the stone. See if as you sort of simulate how well you hit them.
Oh, hang on, didn't I get given an awesome stone?
The perfect skipping stone. Was that from the carnival?
No, it was from Warbit.
Oh, nice.
I have a magic pebble.
You do, I think.
What does the magic pebble do? We don't know yet.
Does magic.
Does magic. Okay, well, I won't use that.
One second. You can make a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles, and it goes 60 feet, and you can add my spellcasting modifier, not your attacker's, to the roll.
No,
And then it takes 1d6 plus my spellcasting modifier.
I will just do rollsies.
Awesome. Let's
With
hit
a
it.
normal run-of-the-mill. No, that's a d12.
Little pebble. As you begin to throw, it takes you some time to hit some of the big ones. You get a hang of some of the small pebbles around the area. And As you do so, none of them react.
I mean, this is the way we needed to go. I just wanted to make sure nothing lurks in our path. And with that, double check stuff.
Are we double checking?
I will use feline agility to speed across at double my normal moving speed.
Oh, excellent.
Just make it look like so easy.
Is anybody else following along?
Yep.
Awesome. Are you following just behind them?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So as you rush up behind, it is in front of you that one of the boulders that Rafe was just jumping on begins to stir. It immediately stops in your tracks as it begins to rise. Make a athletics check to see if you can stop it before you sort of the momentum carries you onto the stirring rock. 13. You make it. As you fall to a quick stop prior to it, you notice in front of you is a creature that begins to take form. He looks a little something like this. Whoop. Token, let us go with... I want to make him size bigger.
I want to say called it.
You absolutely did. A big rock boy. But he actually has a really cute photo. But I just want to
so
see...
cute.
His full photo is really adorable. I think I can just make you guys be able to see him. I don't know if there's another way to actually switch this up. You guys can just see him. Oh, here we go. View token. View character artwork. There we go. Show players.
Wow. Cute.
This
Cuddly.
guy.
Little
cuddly
chunky guy.
It looks like the Predator mated with the Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you all doing? I'm just lying on here and you reckon you just throw your stones and jump on old me's back.
Is he speaking Sylvan too?
Yeah, it's a bit of a broken Sylvan. Pretty much, he seems to speak like you.
I don't speak your tongue, Mr. Rock. I'm just trying to pass through.
You just hear...
He doesn't like
Rah,
being
rah, rah.
And now you mock my speech too. This ingratitude is truly awful. I demand an apology.
Malchus nods. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Rock. Thank you.
Do any amongst you speak to any level of intellect?
I speak
Yes,
up
thank
and I say, I didn't catch your name, sir. I think I heard it, but I didn't catch it.
It was you who first stepped upon my back, is it?
It was I.
Then with
And-
you, I have my
Beef.
frustration.
I'm terribly sorry. I did actually stop to think and check that there was nothing living here, and I clearly did not discern that. My
It is
humblest apologies.
expected of outsiders. I am one of the Caleb Dur, and we take on rocks upon the world and be a part of it. It hurts that you have stepped upon me like dirt beneath your boot. What say you? Shall you apologize?
Can I perhaps pay our way through?
It is not about paying. I just want an apology. I am just wanting to go back to my rocky ways, but it would be a nice gesture if you could at least make right your initial discomfort that you have caused me.
Well, I've previously and already pronounced my apologies that I failed to discern what it was that you were.
I'm sorry.
I'm still not quite hearing. I am sorry, or I apologize. Am I missing that? I'm sorry. My stone ears do not help.
What
Yeah,
part
the
of
ears.
I apologize?
Was that a question or an announcement?
I'm sorry.
Make a persuasion check.
For a 12?
It is literally a DC 12 saving throw. All right.
I mean, I did check.
You've made your peace here.
Are there
Wow.
any more of you? Or is-
Only I here wait to point out my singledom. You truly do love apologizing, do you not? For a man that goes his life hurting others so must love to apologize.
I'm sorry that I like to apologize.
I don't believe that you're sorry at all. I take it back. I think you were just being nice to try to appease me. I don't think you mean being sorry that you stepped on my back. That's it. If you do not sing to me an apology song worthy of a great apology, I shall no longer let your party pass my waters.
An apology song.
This is amazing. Amazing.
Well, yeah, man. What's the hold up? What's taking so long?
Yeah, I'm looking around the golem at Rafe, like, Rafe, hello.
I just close my eyes. I'm like, I was like, Anubis, are you watching this shit?
Okay, you ready? Here it comes. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. Sorry. And that continues for a while. But
How quiet at the go fuck yourselves.
Rafe's a little bit disturbed by all this, so it's not said with a lot of at a half whisper.
A half whisper.
A whisper.
There it
A
is.
whisper. Okay, make a performance check with disadvantage.
Oh, come on.
You like it's just on the chance. Give you an option to succeed, but you did say go fuck yourself in the middle of every verse.
I think
Watch him roll a
advantage.
6.
I have a minor blessing, by the way.
You can use it whenever you feel like.
I feel like it. I feel like it.
This is the chance.
Rafe has I always forget this, but Rafe has a +5 to charisma.
That's pretty good. All right. I think given the distraction, you're looking for probably a 15 here. So you're looking for at least a 4 in the one card draw that you have.
Oh shit!
It's pretty good odds, but there is a chance still of failure. So let's see how the action plays out. When you're ready, riffling down.
Stop.
There.
Yep, I feel good about this.
Ooh, very nice. With a 21, he says, "All right." Well,
I finished with jazz hands.
and he starts like you just hear him like snapping his fingers, and just like dust and little bits of stone just flick off as he like snaps along. He says, "Well, I wasn't sure what you were whispering in the middle there, but the core of it, I really saw remorse. You and your companions may pass my stony bridgeway." And you just hear him just as like the stone begins to like reform into a stepping stone on the side of the waterway.
I look to Rafe and ask, so can we step on him now? As I take it step. My foot's like right over him. I'm not sure how to interpret this. Is that a yes or a no?
Sweat pouring down his head.
Yeah, he steps on him and then moves across. It's a light touch.
You hear him
And
shake a
Lego.
little behind you as he does so, and everybody that comes further, there is a large, sharp piece that now sticks out of this particular boulder.
Yeah, I'm definitely making the light foot tap across.
You're gonna try and stand on this dude again.
Well, I'm going to get to it.
Make
I'm
it
going
okay,
to-
and then what?
And then I'm going to
And then what?
jump over that brick, over that step,
Okay.
And
using my,
then
Make an athletics check.
with my boots of levitation.
Yeah, okay, you're just fine. Oh no, how do you deactivate? Do you deactivate your boots? Because we just
Yes.
we discussed this earlier. The boots actually are like anti-gravity boots, not necessarily
man.
boots that allow you to fly.
Oh.
No.
just the
You levitate-
anti-gravity,
you
they're
levitate.
like easy.
Why don't you
to-
just like tie a rope to
Jump.
you and levitate, and we just pull you along like a balloon?
It begins to rise up to 20 feet. Remain suspended there for the duration. No, that's
You just go,
levitate spell.
Whoop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I just go straight
And then
up.
what?
And then I stay there until I can push or pull myself around. So that
You
was a
can?
fail.
Can you push yourself?
No, I'm in the air.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so yeah,
gonna get-
Hector just
can I
goes
get-
whoop.
A rope and try and lasso him?
I see me like running in the air, like what the shit? Oh my God.
Yeah, you can do
I'll try and
that
catch
with
this.
advantage. If the rope's coming, you can try and throw a rope with advantage.
Alright. I will try and do
Given that you'll
that.
be
What do you want me to
needed.
roll?
Just like an attack roll will be
what's-
fine. Something to show.
I never quite got the hang of these stupid boots.
Are you doing?
I'm slow because I tore a ligament in my wrist. I'll do a
True.
ranged attack.
So you're still not the slowest player I've ever experienced, so yeah.
What did I roll? 4 bludgeoning damage. I think that's what I wanted, but that's okay. What was that? Did that send across? It did not send across. Sweet.
Yeah, I think you need to lay off the good stuff.
What you got? Where's this little?
My bad. I am so sorry. I have completely slowed everything down. Now I'm panicking. I'm panicking everywhere. So I tried to like send it across, but it didn't.
I'll
Go
just for the
through,
sake of time, we'll just say that given enough time, you probably would get the rope up there.
I'll just keep trying until I get it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you land it, Hector. This rope smacks you a few times, but eventually, you manage to find a hold of it.
How far is he?
He's 20 foot in the air.
Has he come across yet? And he can't get
No,
down?
well, not right now because he's only vertical. It's just vertical. That's the only movement.
God damn it.
So yeah, you throw that out there. You're holding the rope now. From your side, how are you going to jump across yourself there, Warbit?
I have bunny hop. So as
Hell
long as I
yeah.
sort of like walk, and then I can hop, and then I'll just
Nice. So
jump straight over it. Yeah.
you leap across, and Hector, you just feel the lurch as the rope jumps taut, as you're pulled now, levitating above Rafe
Like a Hector
and
balloon.
Elkis on the other end.
So Rafe will use his whip to catch it around one of the feet.
Oh, nice. You get
Bring him
smacked by a
back to
whip as
ground.
well. Make an attack roll. Let's see the numbers on that dice. What's your AC, Rafe? Sorry, Hector.
15.
Nice. Roll for damage.
Oh,
You whipped him. What do you fucking expect?
It was a gentle whip.
A gentle whip.
Gentle with them when he's 18.
Moaned a little.
So you get helped across by your companions and take 6 points of slashing damage
Ooh.
as you nicely migrate towards the other end.
Halved because it lacked intent?
I mean, I don't know. Was there never an intent there?
Just with that hit, the sting of it shocks me, and I lose concentration and fall to the ground slowly.
Just as you begin to descend. Lastly, we have Harm and Flint.
Harm just wanders up and makes a little jump over him. He's got a pretty good athletics.
Make an athletics check.
I'll just follow suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
13.
yeah, you'll make it. You'll make it.
Yeah.
And Flint.
Oh, 7.
Ooh. Suddenly, sploosh.
My stupid
As,
showing off.
Your foot slips from the rock as you attempt to leap past one that you shouldn't have jumped in. And as you find yourself in the water, your eyes clear as you look into the depths. You realize that you're not alone in this space.
Oh, crap.
No crap.
This section is known as Predators Below.
Oh, that's fun.
Just as a little bit of fun for everybody. Let's bring this one up. You see 2 of these creatures
What on earth is that?
Naga?
around you, which is fun. And they the text here specifies they just like the taste of bullywugs and ignore them for the most part. But anybody that's not a bullywug is free food.
Great.
So go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Damn it.
Let's
That's what I get for roll.
I'm done with my song.
You did
I
the
turn
whole
it-
song and
I
dance.
turn around and I just.
Amazing.
Oh, of course I rolled freaking good there. What the
Man,
hell?
it's been so long since
Oh,
we've rolled
wait,
initiative.
what
I
the hell
didn't
did you
even know where it is.
Rafe is just filling out the action economy here.
All of that for 9.
You want like 6 turns, man? What the hell's going on?
It wasn't responding.
Well, it sure was.
Are you using that stupid D&D Beyond plugin again?
No.
Seriously.
No. It just hung.
Every time.
What was
damn
my first one?
it. Every time.
A 7, I think.
Alright, so while we have everybody here, let's add some of our lovely new friends into the mix. So we've got this one here. We have this one here. We have Flint just sort of chilling in the water with them here. And then probably like give them a little sandwich.
Hi, friends.
And they're also going to be added to the initiative. Quickly add those guys in.
Compounding my solid effort on.
Now,
causing chaos
sorry,
on the board.
quickly.
There's 4 Wraiths on the board.
Yeah, which Rafe would you like the role of to have? Is there a first one that came through?
Wait, roll for it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the best one.
I think
I'm
the
gonna-
first
I'm-
one was 7.
I'm gonna roll a d6 for which
No,
Wraith.
seven sounds good. We'll
Yeah.
yeet the rest.
There's six Wraiths on the board.
Clear, initiative,
4
Kept rolling.
too few.
remove combatant. What's your modifier, by the way? Is it +1 or +2? To initiative.
+3.
+3. You rolled a 7? There's no Wraith with 10.
No, I think it was a 7. The score was 7.
in its entirety. Well, it's only an 8. I'll give you the 8. It's already the worst.
That's cat maths for you right there.
Cat math. Always bloody cat
It's a
math.
7. Well, there's only an 8. Well, there was a 10. Still no 10. Quick maths.
All right. Melkis, you, from your perspective, only see Flint fall into murky waters. You're unable to see below its depths.
Ooh.
You have the first around, but that is all that you see.
I'll look around to everybody. Do we know if he can swim?
no, I have no idea.
He's got a whopping great big gun strapped to his back.
What
Plus
do you think?
ammo.
I should go in and try and save him?
This converts it to a snorkel.
Exactly. He's opening moment of Saving Private Ryan.
We'll give him a bit. I'll wait a couple seconds.
As you do so, you see a flourish in the water. Meanwhile, Flint, you see the first of these creatures begin to find themselves and their harpoon at their disposal. So
We got harpoons.
the first one launches a harpoon straight towards you with an attack roll. I think probably with advantage, given the proximity to each other. I'll do another one with the harpoon just to make sure that we're not, being unfair to these poor defenseless Merrows. So with a 22 to hit.
It's just.
Okay, so the first attack will do a total of 15 points of piercing damage.
Ouch, yep.
And as they harpoon you, it's going to use its multi-attack to come in for a little bite. As with its bite, it will bite you for what's that? 16 to hit.
Meets it.
Meets it.
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. Excellent. And it's going to bring its its teeth out down around you for a total of 12 piercing damage. Next up in the turn order is yourself, Flint. What is it that you do?
Our bastard. Seeing that my rifle's on my back.
Sorry, do you let your air out to say that?
No. Probably just some bubbles.
Nice.
And then I'll pull my pistol and shoot, because that's the only thing I've got really close to me.
Excellent. Luckily, it is a magic weapon, so I won't make your gunpowder misfire underwater.
Thank God.
Go ahead and make that attack.
A 23 to hit.
A 23. That is a gun and a half. Is that the one that you that attacked you?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, it definitely hits.
All right. Damage. We have 8 damage, piercing.
Minus 8. Beautiful. Anything else in your turn?
I'm gonna try to pull myself out of the water.
Sure.
With that quick distraction, turn around and try to pull myself out.
Cool. Given the way that this would work, it would probably invoke an attack of opportunity as you begin to struggle against them.
I'll just take that freaking opportunity and get the hell out of that water.
Cool. I will let you have that then. So the first one again will strike at you with its claws.
Yep.
And it will do so again with advantage. And that is a 24 to hit, and the other one will try and harpoon you, as it hasn't had a chance to do that yet. And they like their practice.
I can tell.
They are going to probably hit with a 25. So
yeah, they're both hit.
As this claw rakes upon you, take 10 slashing damage, and again, pelted by the harpoon, you feel another 14 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
As you hop up onto the rocks again, and hold yourself away from all of this. How's your health looking?
Not great. Really not great.
Where are you at the moment?
18.
18. Oof, very, very good. Next up, as you've made your way out of the water, it is the turn of Hector.
He's made his way out of the water, you say?
Yeah, you all see Hector, Flint, bloodied as he hops out the water, blood streaming from the water that now gushes off him as he emerges onto the path.
Okay, I take a step closer, and I can feel something twitching inside of me. I look down and I see my tattoo starting to come to life, and I just flick my arm at it as the coiling grasps come out and try to wrap up this guy right here.
Nice. So that's a. Can you have the effect in the chat?
That's a strength save.
Strength save. Awesome. Let's do that then. The strength save. Saving throw. They're going to roll a 9.
Cool. So he is now takes 3d6 damage, force damage, and be grappled.
Oh, nice. So that one is grappled with how much damage?
13 force and grappled.
Minus 13. Beautiful. They are now bloodied as you attack them with that force damage and grappled in place. Let's get that effect on them. I can never see what the effect actually looks like. Sleep. It's so tiny. I'll do that one. That works. Okay. Next up in our turn order is the next one. Did I get the wrong arrow?
I call it, Flint, get out of there! We've got this guy tied up now. Just run!
You all see rising out of the water is this creature that was described earlier, and it also now rushes up towards the rocks and climbs it as its snake-like body gracefully wraps around the space. And you see it now up above the water next to you, Flint. And you see as the water drips from it, so does saliva from its mouth as it looks upon its prey. And I think it's going to attempt to probably claw you, and then it'll take a nibble in a second.
Of course it will.
So an attack here of 18 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
Nice. And let's also get the harpoon in there, as it wants to create a little kebab, you know?
Overkill. Yeah.
Little kebab.
I love that our bullywog friends were just like, just cross here, do this. And
12 is too small.
Told you not to trust him.
Okay, cool. So damage on the
12 doesn't hit.
Not the harpoon. We want the claws.
Claws definitely hit though.
Normal. With 12 points of slashing damage upon you. And you just begin to hear these things speak in a language that you don't understand.
What language is that?
As it begins to chant in your direction.
Oh, that's not good.
Next up in our turn order, we have Warbit.
Okay, I'm going to hip hoppity hip hop hoo over to here, and I'm going to grab my new companion, and I'm going to cast. Are you willing? And it has to be a willing creature.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna grab it, and I'm gonna dimension door him back to behind Rafe with me.
And you hear the chanting increase in like desperation, given that you disappear in front of them, in front of their eyes, as you pop yourself back over here. Bam.
And when we reappear, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's rude.
That work?
Yeah, it does. Go for it.
Cool. So that's attack. And I get to cast that twice. So the first one's a 4. And then the second one is better. It's
The
20.
second one
20
hits. The
hit him
first
in
one
his
doesn't.
Fishy face hole.
So one hit.
Once.
And you're attacking the one up on the rocks or the one in the water?
Oh, the one on the rocks, the one I can see, the one that we were just like in front of. Yeah.
Nice. -9. Beautiful. As you begin to just pepper them with holes as they go after your new companion. Rafe, it is your turn.
I'd like to unsling the longbow, if I may. I haven't used it yet.
Always may.
Aim for their eyes.
That macro is not working.
Oh no.
So, where to do things if they're not tied to a macro? There I go. I'd like to do the one closest to me.
Nice. Go ahead.
The 13 to hit?
Let me double check. Hits.
Hits. Sweet. 5 points.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, these are very battle accurate sound effects. It's I've been practicing all the time. Now my fiance's been playing the new Lego Star Wars game, and the sound effects in that and just the seeds are just ridiculous.
They're so good. They're
just-
so fun.
Next
And
up,
I'd
Sorry.
like to just got 2 attacks. Fire off the longbow again. Same dude.
ooh, blap blap. Oh, that was so
Oh.
close to that 20. Unfortunately, that one does not hit. As you just hear, bloop, as your arrow goes into the water. Next up, we have a Dr. Harm.
So Harm just grabs a hold of his book, acting as a bit of a holy symbol, and he's going to cast Spirit Guardians. So as he does, there's just like a little necrotic-looking energy sort of wrapping around him, and he's going to run out. So that's going to be on top of me. And then I'm going to run out and just kind of land right here.
Oh, nice.
So,
So your character's gonna run out there?
yep.
Nice.
So it's centered on me. So both of those need to make. Does it say it there? There they go. So they need to make DC 15 wisdom saves.
Ooh, that's
Fail,
good.
fail, 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 fail.
What do they appear as? It says here they appear as angelic or fey, or fiendish, depending on your.
Yeah. They're more fey looking at the moment. They're like a 1,000 tiny little fey rabbits. little green, no head, no heart, just running around.
And they've all got to make saving throws.
Yeah, so both of those animals need to make
Do this one.
Does your
Saving
Rockmancer need to make a saving throw?
Nah, he's rock solid.
Ooh, play.
Whoa.
So that is
Okay.
an 8 and a natural 1.
They're both going to take a little damage.
A little cheeky damage.
Yeah, that's it.
A
Shot
little
Just
juicy.
roll all the fucking dice.
Nice.
25 radiant damage.
All right, let's just quickly.
Hold up
get
a sec, that doesn't sound right. It was 3d8, and yet I ended up with 25. I don't understand how that math works.
It's 2
added-
rolls, so it's
Oh, okay. Well, it was good neutral, so it's 14.
cool.
Yeah.
Minus 14. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're still up, but
So with that-
one looks very damaged.
Okay. Which one looks the most damaged?
This one right here.
Okay, great.
People on the stream can see the health bar, so that's sort of gives it away a little.
Gives
Everyone
away a
else
little
look
bit.
away.
So I'm going to use action search,
Oh yeah.
and then
nice.
with that, I'm going to cast sapling sting on the one that is not as damaged. So it
Ooh, nice.
needs to make a DC 15 con save.
Let's see how he does. Oh, 19.
Damn it!
No half damage or anything.
No half damage in the spell there. Sadly.
What was the effect that he was under, Jez?
Grappled.
And that does it give him disadvantage on checks? Just I'm trying to remember the effect of
Creature
it.
speed becomes 0.
So only if he's prone, you get advantage on melee attacks
That's it.
if you're prone.
I'm
Sorry, if
trying to just
you're
give you the benefit of
if
the
you're-
doubt.
Spirit Guardians is a wisdom save as well, so
Yeah,
it's unlikely.
we had the wisdom save. That's,
Yeah.
That one they failed. But I'm just trying to see if there was any other effects of the grappled.
No, just
Cool.
reduces speed.
no.
Easy as sorry, that one misses.
Yeah. And that's it.
Zing as the stinger slides past. Malchus, now seeing these two above the water, what is it that you do?
You know, Malchus, he saw a very familiar spell coming out of Warbit's hands. And he doesn't want to feel outdone, so he wants to show off a bit. So what he's going to do is cast Misty Step into the air. Like,
Okay.
directly above them. Pretty much just over here. So I'm like facing upwards, looking down towards them.
Nice.
And then I'll of course use my quicken spell for meta magic, so I can cast
Cast it twice.
Eldritch Blast as well. And then I'll
Yep.
send they only need one each. I'm gonna send 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast, one to each of them,
All right, let's see if it hits.
please. Okay, 20 and 27.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's, yeah, those
I'm
hit.
just gonna look quietly impressed.
That's the damage on the first one, damage on the second one. 10 on the one on the left, 13 on the one on the right.
Boom, dead the first one.
Show off.
The next one takes 13. It's still on.
Ah, damn it.
This one here is dead. So let's quickly get him out of the turn order. I think it's this one here. Boom, gone.
Yeah, and as I fall, should I make a dex save to fall gracefully?
You're above
Stick
the
the
rocks.
landing? Yeah. I'm like 30 feet up.
Right,
Oh,
so
God.
I think you're gonna have to do a dex save with disadvantage.
Okay.
It's gonna be awful. So yeah, feel free to do that at your
Save
own
disadvantage.
convenience.
Oh,
A
12.
It's not very good.
Oh, God damn it.
Hang on. What is fall damage? I know there's like a D&D fall. I don't often have to deal with this one. You're also falling onto rocks, so I might double the damage.
My
Let's
impressed
see.
face is like starting to look a little bit like less impressed.
Hard calculated.
Was that intentional? Does he do that often?
So 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet they fell. So we've already
30.
established you went up 30 feet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he said.
And I think because you're falling onto the spiked back of the stone creature that intentionally made itself spiky, because you guys were being dicks, it takes a bit of your own medicine. We're doubling it. So we're doing 6d6 of piercing damage
God damn it.
as you land upon the spike.
Is there any attack roll as part of that?
Well, it's just his ability to hit flat to the ground.
Yeah.
I just wondered if the rock monster's making some sort of.
No, he's just lying there.
He's just, all right, cool. He's just part of the landscape.
And the 66 give us. Oh, there's a lot of sixes. A total of 23 points of
Oh
piercing
my
damage.
god.
So you just blop.
Okay, I don't. Malchus was hoping to
I
not
don't feel
show
so
his
bad.
pain, but with 23 points of damage, he lets out an audible yell.
And you've,
Ah!
and you've landed right next to him.
Yeah, I think I sprained my ankle pretty badly there. Landed.
With the effects of the guardian angels, do they only attack things that you want them to?
So I can deem any number of items that are not attacked.
Okay.
So
I'm assuming
Yeah.
your party was in.
I have selected my party. Yes.
I would just
They-
love that, like, he drops and then the angels just like mess him up. But not in this particular case. As you fall, and that ends your turn. Over to the Mero.
Good news,
Um,
DM. Speaking of my dudes, if he starts his turn there, he has to roll a DC 15 Wisdom save.
He sure does. Aren't we all lucky?
I think so.
Saving throw.
Extremely.
With an 8, it fails again.
Yeah, good news. Good news. He is going to take some sweet damage.
Nice.
Ooh. So it's the
So
first half
it
again.
is
A 13.
13.
All right. So, with this particular death, as this is what it is, you all witness something interesting. You notice the transfer of energy again that you've seen a few times going into harm. This time, though, as the body begins to deteriorate, you see that it begins to shimmer with almost a dark energy throughout its bones that now remain in its place. Harm, what do you do with these fresh bones that now lie before you?
Glad you asked, DM. I don't even look around at the rest of the crew. I just, as the energy's kind of taken into me, eyes start to go a little bit green. I just reach down, lay a hand on the pile of bones that are there, and I just talk and I say, Anubis calls you, and you cannot say no. You cannot deny him. And with that, I cast Animate Dead, and I bring the set of bones back to life. Is now a skeleton within my control.
Oh, hell yeah.
A skeleton of one of these Mero
Yeah.
with no feet.
It's just a long, skinny
It's got
tail.
a big ass tail. Like
Mm.
I
Pull
just
out. What
as
the
it I just ignore him in the background. I just take my glove down a little bit and I let the snake, I put my hand up onto the now animated set of bones and I let the snake crawl off my arm and slither up onto him and just nestle up in the kind of neck and base of the skull of this Mero.
Amazing. It's like playing around and you see it go into an eye hole and down out the mouth, and it's just sort of playing around, and then it settles sort of in the chest cavity with this sort of snake head now looking out below the head of this creature.
Yeah. I sort of whisper loudly to it, follow.
Huh.
It like seems to tremble a little bit at first, and then it begins to slither forward at your command.
Go.
Go.
No. What was I going to say? I call it hard. Get out of there. That thing is alive.
Just breathe. It's gonna sound weird. It's with me. It is a gift of Anubis.
Like a pet?
And it's for the next day. Yeah, let's consider it a pet.
Okay.
And then what happens?
And then we
Pet no more?
Make calamari.
let's just focus on the now.
With that, as we finish this battle, we'll have a quick 5-minute break. I just want to get to the king before we sign off for tonight. But hopefully we'll just be probably another 20-25 minutes after the break, if that's cool with everyone.
Oh, so we don't have to just second guess every step of the way right now.
Well, the rock's
I'm
over.
so going to.
The rock's are done. The rest of this journey, there's still another 2 marked locations before you get to the actual king. If we don't get through it tonight, we don't get through it. But
Bridge of Chattering Heads sounds extremely promising.
We'll see where we get up to. I just don't want to go too late, so we'll
I feel like
see where we go.
earplugs might help.
All right, back in 5, everyone.
Sweet.
And